It all involves some $20 million that the legislature reappropriated to GDOE for FY24. It's funding that Adelup used for Mawa recovery that senators want transferred back. But Adelup contends that the governor was given explicit transfer authority of $50 million for relief spending, and that's where the money went. But that's not how Education Vice Chair Senator Chris Duenas sees it.
The governor, for some reason, does not want to give Department of Education that $20 million. And as you know, Nestor, from the beginning, many of us, the reason why we passed that appropriation was because other ARP monies last year were used for the teacher raises to the tune of over 20 million. In fact, my first appropriation was 30 million, but we compromised to 20 million because we knew the pay raises were going to cost a lot of money when we passed the pay raises for the entire government of Guam under the adjusted plan.
Meanwhile, Adelup also says it's using an expedited procurement system through Homeland Security that in the end will be reimbursed by FEMA, but warns that the procurement will stop if the $20 million has to be transferred back to GDOE.
The issue here is they're stating now that they've gotten around to doing this. This has been months in the works now in terms of what the requests were for Department of Education up to the DLAN. So as far as I'm concerned, there is absolutely no reason to halt the procurement. And as far as I'm concerned, that's just a veiled threat. This makes no sense to me, Nestor. I think it's kind of like a red herring, if you will. I don't know whether the government of Guam has cash flow issues. We know that the hospital is $30 million, in arrears to their vendors. And so as far as I'm concerned, I don't know what's going on, but Department of Education should never give up on that money. And that money is reimbursable to the government of Guam. So there should be no reason to have it that this amendment should be of no effect. It's a public law. And what the governor is trying to do is get Department of Education to basically say, let this be part of recovery money so that I don't have to give you that 20 million that's been appropriated to you.
Meanwhile, after meeting with Adelup Monday, GDOE said it agreed with the procurement strategy. So we asked Superintendent Ken Swanson about that today.
I've never said we don't need that $20 million. Right. And how the government agencies work to decide where that's managed, that's not my decision.
Adelup is adamant that if it transfers the $20 million back, GDOE would become the new procuring entity, and the procurement would have to start all over. Add to the mix another amendment to the FY24 budget law that withholds funding for the governor's office operations until the $20 million is returned. Caught in the middle, Swanson says it's still just a drop in the bucket.
The $20 million is a great start, and that'll take care of the emergent needs. But we have a lot more to do.
Nestor Lecanto, KUAM News.